If you are one of those people who, like me, has thoracic outlet syndrome, or sometimes you get one of those niggly little pains between your ribs, maybe at the front, along the sides, or maybe at the back, maybe even underneath the shoulder blade area, it might not be the muscles you think. So we tend to think it's the intercostal muscles, the muscles between the rib cage. But what if it is another muscle that we need to focus a little bit more on with our exercises and stretching? This muscle is one of the largest muscles in our body, and it attaches to the lower back, your lumbar spine. It attaches to your thoracic spine. It attaches to your ribs. It attaches to your sternum. This muscle is a very important part of your core muscle system. Can you guess which muscle I'm talking about? It is the diaphragm, shaped like a dome across the bottom of your rib cage, and it massages not only your heart, but also its movement up and down massages your internal organs as well. So with all these touch points to the ribs, the spine, the sternum, and the important movement of this muscle, this is really one of the top muscles that we want to move efficiently. And it's going to help not only our core and our breathing, but also with what's going on around our shoulders and in our upper body. So to tell if your diaphragm muscles are moving efficiently, you can focus on your ribs. So if you put your hands on the sides of your ribs, as you inhale, the ribs should move out a little bit and should move forward and up a little bit at the front. And then as you exhale, those ribs should gather back in. So you can try that a couple times and see if things are moving there. If you have thoracic outlet syndrome or those niggly little pains and you want to work on improving the movement of your diaphragm, or if you're like, my ribs are just not moving at all, oh my gosh, what do I do? Then I have a couple of exercises for you. The first one is done with a resistance band. Take the band around your ribs, getting it as wide as you can around those lower ribs. You'll cross the band over and then you'll exhale. So you're trying to get your ribs as small as you can and pull on the band as you exhale. At the end of your exhale, nice deep exhale, you're going to hold the band where it is and inhale to let the band expand and exhale. So you'll inhale, let the ribs expand into the band, and then exhale. So as you inhale, you should feel some resistance, and as you exhale, some softening. Try that a few times, and then you can take the band off and just notice if there's any more movement. You might have to do it for a few days to notice anything. This is a great, simple exercise that you can practice seated or standing any time of day. Maybe throwing it in when you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed at night. I have a second exercise, which is more of a mobility and a stretching exercise for the diaphragm. This is a curl, twist, and breathe exercise. So what this looks like is, again, you could be seated or in a little mini squat position with your knees bent. And you're going to curl your rib cage forward first. And then you're going to twist your rib cage to the side and curl forward a bit more. So we're creating a little spiral or a little twist through the diaphragm as we curl and twist. And then you're going to hold here. You might feel a little stretch of the muscles in other parts of your torso. And I'd like you to focus on a long exhale and a deep inhale. You're holding in this position, taking a few breaths, and then come on out. Maybe give everything a little bit of a wiggle, and then do the same thing on the other side, doing that little bit of a curl forward first, and then you're twisting and curling a little bit more. So now we're twisting the diaphragm, curling, and we're breathing here, letting the diaphragm move to the best of its ability as we breathe, and then coming out, just like if when you would stretch, a hamstring muscle or a calf muscle. We're putting it in a lengthened position, but we're getting a little more out of it because we've got that twist in it as well. Give those a try. Let me know what you think. I will see you in the next video.